Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure into your pirates, eh?
Made the jump to light speed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum and we always whistle while we work. I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. Today, we're immersing ourselves in the enchanting frozen land at Hong Kong Disneyland.
With an eye on rides and attractions.
It's hard to call this land anything but beautiful. The architecture is truly a feast for the eyes. From the meticulous details of the castle to the panoramic snow-covered landscapes, Disney has truly transported visitors to a magical winter wonderland during summer right here in Hong Kong.
Absolutely. The views are undeniably spectacular, and we particularly love the idea that every day being the Arendelian holiday summer snow day. It gives the whole land a festive atmosphere and makes your time visiting feel really special.
A real favorite of ours is the Playhouse in the Woods, where you can meet and watch an intimate show with Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. It has a touch of the Enchanted Tales with Belle, and it also has a little bit of Ollivanders from Universal going on as the kids get to cast a spell. It looks like a lot of fun, and one of the best things about the new land. But it's definitely aimed at the younger age bracket, and not quite as good as sophisticated as either Ollivanders or Enchanted Tales with Belle.
It may be that the whole land is targeted at a younger crowd. The only significant dining spot, the Golden Crocus, is a quick service with family fare, which supports that idea. But the look of the land is quite elegant and sophisticated. As we dive into the heart of this frosty fantasy, we're turning our attention to the rideable attractions, and it seems there's a cold set of Disney purse strings at work when it comes to the creativity of the rides.
Our first ride takes us to the much talked about Wandering Oaken Sliding Sleighs, a new roller coaster for which we had really high hopes.
The queue is brimming with charming details, with several rooms worth exploring, and there's one really impressive animatronic on the hill. But here's the thing, the ride is over in the blink of an eye. The ride is so short, it makes the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train look like an epic cross-country, never-ending journey. You can see for yourself. We'll play the whole thing during this video.
It falls into the same category as Gadgets, the Barnstormer, or Universal's Flight of the Hippogriff. Basically, it's just a tiny step above a local fair kiddie coaster like a Wacky Worm. The real head-scratcher here is, why is Disney investing in these shorter rides? It isn't the thrill, these little coasters actually achieve that, but rather the tiny length it's so short, there's no time for narrative, and you are always left disappointed.
It's a puzzle. Disney is renowned for its innovation and groundbreaking attractions, but it seems like they might be slipping on the icy slopes when it comes to delivering an impressive original e-ticket coaster as well as anything new for the land. This kind of short coaster has been done again and again, and it's all queue and not enough ride. If it were at a county fair, at least they'd run you through 2 or 3 times.
Now let's shift our focus to the only other ride in the land, a slightly longer version of Frozen Ever After, the Log Flume Ride. It is a touch bigger than the original in spots, but it's really only longer because it goes a little bit slower.
It's essentially a clone of the original ride at Epcot, maintaining the basic format of the Maelstrom with that iconic backward section. Yes, it slows down the pace a bit, and hopefully the boats won't get stuck like the older track is prone to, but the big question remains, is it enough to warrant being hailed as a new attraction?
It is a solid ride. The queue is world-class, and there's some original content in this version. And on this version of the ride, there are some new miniatures in the final scene that are really impressive.
And as always, the scene with the giant snow monster Marshmallow is great.
But overall, the land is not so good that I would want another carbon copy of it at Disneyland. And that's really the question here. Josh D'Amaro is on record saying that we have more of our $30 billion improvement to spend, and a Frozen Land might be coming to Disneyland.
And though another flume ride would be welcome, we'd like to see a better original attraction come with it. And as far as Wandering Oaken's sliding sleds, there's so much more that could be done with a Frozen-themed coaster that this one is a complete disappointment.
Disney is singing the praises of the new Frozen Land, and there's no denying its beauty and the fantastic meet and greets and dining experiences. And we're constantly hearing that American parks get the low budgets while other international parks spend without thought. But we think this one's got that backwards. Maybe. Since when are the rides and the attractions not the headliners of the land?
While the views are enchanting and the atmosphere is undeniably magical, it's the rides that often leave a lasting impression on visitors. With the bar set so high by Disney's previous groundbreaking attractions, are these new additions measuring up? What we will say is there is a strong foundation upon which the land can add new attractions.
As avid fans of Disney parks, especially the crown jewel Disneyland, we genuinely appreciate the effort put into the theming. But let's hope that future editions, especially if they come to our park, bring back the wow factor in terms of ride experiences as well. Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland has twice as many rides, meet and greets, and experiences as the new Frozen Land, even if it doesn't have the impressive lagoon and views.
Well, that's it for us today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you want a copy of the new Frozen-themed land at Disneyland? May the light in the firehouse window always shine brightly.
And may your dreams always come true. We'll see you real soon, Mouseketeers.